Hey, hello people. Yeah, how is it going? Hope you guys are enjoying the World Cup. Yes, I've come to talk briefly about Kylian Mbappe. Have you guys seen what Kylian Mbappe is currently doing at the World Cup? Yeah, I know some of you guys will be like, have you seen what Lionel Messi is doing at the World Cup? Yes, I've seen it, but that's gonna be a conversation for another time. But as far as today is concerned, I have come to highlight some of the performances of Kylian Mbappe, not only at this World Cup, but in the last few years since he joined Real Madrid. Because some Real Madrid fans have actually been disrespecting Kylian Mbappe, accusing him of being the problem to the team because he scored lots of goals, but they haven't won any major trophy since he joined Real Madrid. And I strongly disagree that Kylian Mbappe is the problem of Real Madrid. By the way, I'm also a Madrid fan. My number one club is Chelsea. But outside of England, the second European team that I support are the Real Madrid of Spain. By the way, before I started supporting Chelsea in the year 2006, 2006, 20 years ago, that was when I started supporting Chelsea. I've been following and supporting Real Madrid prior to that time. But since I joined Chelsea fully, Chelsea has become my number one club. But Real Madrid is just a second team. Yeah, and yeah, I love the club. Yeah, so I'm gonna be speaking not only from the perspective of an observer, of a football observer and a football lover, but even from the perspective of a distanced, if there's anything like that, a distanced Real Madrid fan. Yeah, Madrid fans at some point towards the end of last season, a few weeks back, even designed a petition, and we're all signing the petition against Kylian Mbappe to leave Real Madrid, citing that he's been the problem of Real Madrid that since he joined them. He's only been scoring goals, but they haven't played impressively. I wonder what that actually meant. But then, I'm not gonna focus much on these complaints and these all agitations being made by Real Madrid fans, the hardcore Real Madrid fans, with their complaints against Kylian Mbappe. Let's quickly take a look at some outstanding, unbelievable records of Kylian Mbappe, not only at club level. This time around, I'm going to be focusing at Real Madrid and his performance or his achievement so far with the French national team since he started representing France at the senior level. Kylian Mbappe debuted for France in the year 2017. That means that Kylian Mbappe has represented the French national team since the last 9 years. And in that 9 years, he scored a total of 60 goals. And 16 of those goals were scored at the FIFA World Cup. And currently, Kylian Mbappe is the second highest goal scorer in the history of World Cup, only beaten to the record by Lionel Messi of Argentina. And mind you, Lionel Messi has played 3 more World Cups than Kylian Mbappe. Have you guys seen records? This crazy record that Mbappe currently holds. And talking about being beaten to the record by Lionel Messi, is only 2 goals that Lionel Messi uses in beating Kylian Mbappe to the record. Lionel Messi, after having scored a brace yesterday against Austria, he's now scored a total of 18 goals at the World Cup. On the other hand, Kylian Mbappe scored a brace also yesterday against Iraq, and that pushes his tally or World Cup goal tally to 16. That is just 2 goals behind Lionel Messi. What a record! And he's only been at the World Cup twice before this current World Cup. In 2018, his first appearance at the World Cup, which France won, and he contributed a total of 4 goals at that World Cup. 2022, which they lost to Argentina, and in that World Cup, Kylian Mbappe scored a total of 8 goals. That means prior to this current 2026 World Cup, Kylian Mbappe has scored a total of 12 goals from just 2 World Cup appearances. And currently, he scored another 4 goals, making it 16. He scored a total of 16 goals. Before this World Cup, Miroslav Klose of Germany was the highest goal scorer at the World Cup. He had been leading the charts for a long time, and he had been on that 16 goals. Apparently, he's been retired for many years, and then he had been topping that chart of 16 goals at the World Cup before Lionel Messi broke the records yesterday, and is now currently 18. And Kylian Mbappe now is also at 18. Level with Miroslav Klose, 16 goals at the World Cup. And then looking at the records, Kylian Mbappe actually is currently second on that list because he's played at less World Cups. Yeah, the record says World Cup all-time top scorers: Lionel Messi 18, Kylian Mbappe 16, Miroslav Klose 16, Ronaldo de Lima Nazario 15, Gerd Müller of Germany 14. Those are the top 5 highest goal scorers at the FIFA World Cup. And when we look at his records, goal scoring records also at the French national team, he's also the top scorer. Before this World Cup 2026, it was Giroud that was the highest goal scorer for France with a total of 57 goals. Now that Kylian Mbappe has already scored in 2 games, has scored 4 goals, he's now taking his tally to 60. That is, he's not gone ahead of Giroud, who was the former highest France goal scorer. And with all of these records at the international level with France, in all competitions for France, and also at the World Cup, this guy still gets disrespected. I don't get it. I'm not even looking at the assist records right now, just the goal scoring records. He's done exceptionally well. He's done very impressively at this very young age. By the way, he's just 26. He's just 26. He's still very much in his prime. He still got at least 3 more World Cups to play. And also, let's not forget, Kylian Mbappe has only just played 2 games at the group stage of this current 2026 World Cup. We still have 1 more match to play at the group stage. There's going to be round of 32, round 16, quarter-final, semi-final. And this guy, with the way he's been playing, you just know that he's going to always score goals. And I actually foresee him overtaking Lionel Messi at the top chart, even though Lionel Messi himself is really not slowing down, despite being already 39 years of age. Yeah, he doesn't want to slow down, but I just foresee a situation where Kylian Mbappe is going to say, come on, hold my beer, and he just go on a rampage of more goal scoring, brace, hat-tricks. He actually nearly scored an hat-trick yesterday. So I foresee him scoring a few more goals at this World Cup and potentially overtaking Lionel Messi. Then let's come to Real Madrid now. Fans saying his goals are not as important, even though he scored more goals in the last 2 seasons than Vinicius Jr. Some of these fans are claiming Vinicius Jr.'s goals were of more importance to the team than Kylian Mbappe's goals were to the Real Madrid team, which I don't believe. They are saying that he's just been scoring goals and they're not winning trophies. But going by all of these statistics that are reeled out, in France, he is the highest goal scorer, followed by Giroud, Henry, Griezmann, Platini, Benzema, Trezeguet, Zidane, Fontaine, Papin. At the World Cup, is second. Most Pichichi awards. Pichichi award is the award for the highest goal scorer in a season in La Liga, in the Spanish La Liga. And I'm gonna read out something. Lionel Messi has won 8 Pichichi awards when he played with Barcelona. Cristiano Ronaldo, the GOAT Cristiano Ronaldo, has won twice. Raul Gonzalez has won twice. Diego Forlan twice. I'm just checking some of the proven goal scorers that have played in La Liga that are on this list. Puskas 4, Hugo Sanchez 4, Alfredo Di Stefano 5 times. Kylian Mbappe has won twice, has won 2 Pichichi awards. And guess what? Kylian Mbappe has only played in Real Madrid for 2 years, for 2 seasons, and for those 2 seasons that he played at Real Madrid, he's won the Pichichi awards in Spain. What does that tell you about an attacker? Now, in the 2025-2026 season that just ended a few weeks ago, Mbappe scored a total of 40 goals. 40 goals. 25 goals in the La Liga, in the Spanish La Liga, and 15 whopping goals in the UEFA Champions League. Followed by Vinicius Jr., 17 goals, Valverde 9, Bellingham 6, Gonzalo 6, Adagula 4, Rodrigo 3. He's leading the charts even in Real Madrid. Even in that same season where Madrid fans came out and said they were signing a petition against him for him to leave Real Madrid because he's been a stumbling block to the team. I don't get it. I don't understand it. He's proven everywhere. In PSG, in Monaco before he joined PSG. Now at Real Madrid, he's scoring goals from all cylinders. Yeah, so I think this all disrespect and what I consider as football blasphemy against Kylian Mbappe should stop. It must stop. It has to stop. And I want to say also that this whole claims that Kylian Mbappe's goals have not been of much importance to the team because they're not winning trophies. It's not down to Kylian Mbappe's inability to impact the team positively. His goals are of great impact. If you ask me, if Chelsea Football Club were to have a Kylian Mbappe as a player in the concluded 2025-26 season, Chelsea will probably be challenging for the title, not just even qualifying for the top 4. Chelsea will be challenging for the title. Put a Kylian Mbappe in the Arsenal team. I don't think Arsenal will have struggled as much as they did in this last season. And I see them winning the Champions League against PSG if they had a Kylian Mbappe in their team. Put a Kylian Mbappe in Manchester City, and see how far they will have gone, how farther they will have gone. Put a Kylian Mbappe in Barcelona, see how far they will have gone. And let's not even talk about PSG. They look much like one of the most complete squads in Europe currently. But then add a Kylian Mbappe to a PSG team, to that PSG team, see how much better, and more potent they will look. So, Kylian Mbappe being in Real Madrid and being their highest goal scorer since the last 2 seasons that he has joined just goes to show that he has brought something much more to that team. And the fact that Real Madrid hasn't won anything since he joined, it's not just down to Mbappe's incompetence. It's clearly seen that this guy is competent and is a great addition to the team. I think the coaching team, being led by incoming Jose Mourinho, should have a way to tweak the formation and the tactical setup of the team to enable this guy to continue to score goals, continuing to contribute goal scoring and assist provision to the team, and at the same time not just let this guy go on scoring goals, but that should also translate into winning trophies and going far, but not only in La Liga but even in the Champions League. I think there's something that has got to be tweaked, something has got to be adjusted in that Real Madrid team. Something is wrong, and if you ask me, based on all of these statistics, I don't think Kylian Mbappe is the problem. And because of this, I think Real Madrid fans should begin to have a rethink and channel their anger, their disagreement and agitation to a different quarter. I don't think Mbappe should further be disrespected from this point. That's my message. Hala Madrid. Yeah, we look forward to the Portugal versus Uzbekistan match tonight and England versus Ghana. Yeah, so let me know what you guys think at the comment section, and have an exciting night of football, and make sure to enjoy those matches coming up later tonight. Have a nice week ahead. Take care of yourself. Bye.